This is Thomas Freightliner for KD After Dark at Large. I'm a special correspondent. Today we're telling a story that happened in about 1975 here in Caroline. As many people know, for various reasons, Coors was not sold east of the Mississippi. So a trucker in the community by the name of Danko Gilbert had a run out toward Colorado and Nevada. And he brought back a whole tractor trailer load of Coors beer to Caroline. How that was going to be distributed, I really am not sure and never got privy to that information. But Rutherford County was dry as a bone at that time. There was nothing sold legally in the county.
It would be interesting to hear about the distribution if he ever succeeded, how he would have done that.
I think it would have been, from what I observed, a lot of money in mailboxes. That's kind of the way things happened back then, okay? So as we pivot a little bit this way, and we will look, we can see the railroad would have came down the line, and it would have crossed the road. The tracks are no longer there, but you can see the gate where the railroad would have been. What is significant about the railroad is when the train came in, it came in with raw cotton that would go to the opening room and that would be unloaded. And so while it was being unloaded, of course, the traffic would be stopped, okay? So Dango's coming back from a long run. The train has Baltimore Road blocked. So he decides that what he's going to do is he's going to take a left turn here on Cooper Line Road. Okay, excuse me, a right turn here on Cooper Line Road. And still today, that's the same basic setup the road was. So that's a pretty sharp turn. So he goes to make the turn. He jackknifes. The tractor trailer part comes all the way across, and the Coors Light is all over the road. It rolls down the bank. It's going toward the Broad River. It is all over the place, okay? So word gets out, okay?
Yeah.
Newton Gray, and I witnessed this, Newton Gray went to Hutchins' store, opened the back of his Cadillac, filled it with ice, came down and filled up. They were people on bicycles. It was like Woodstock. There were people getting Coors Light. Coors at that time,
No, it wouldn't have been a Coors Light. Would have just been regular Coors?
And they were carrying, absconding with it all over the place. So I can remember driving to school the next day, over here on Middle Street in Caroline. They must have had a big party. That is where I call the Black Sabbath crowd hang out. I mean, that was the real Black Sabbath. Not these young Black Sabbath people that think they're Black Sabbath. These dudes were the real McCoys. They were the rough and ready guys. Evidently they had a party. Couches got burned, chairs got burned, furniture got burned. So I remember asking my mom, I'm like, what are those people doing? She said, oh, they were just camping out overnight.
And you could hear, let me sure I understand this. They were playing Black Sabbath you could hear from down the road.
I could hear that on here on the Village. Of course, that would have been vinyl. You know, that would have been the times of vinyl, but it certainly was loud and it certainly resonated. Okay. So that was probably one of the biggest parties here in the Caroline area that's ever been thrown. So that's the story of the great truck wreck of Coors beer here in Caroline. This is Thomas Crawford, special correspondent for KD After Dark at Large. And remember, unsalted saltine crackers is communism.